With Doubtnut, get instant video solutions to all your maths, physics, chemistry, and biology doubts. Just click the image of the question, crop the question, and get instant video solution. Download Doubtnut app today.
Hello everyone. So let's see this question. In this question it is given, choose the correct statement. 1 mole of MnO4 minus ion can oxidize 5 mole of Fe2 plus ion in acidic medium. Then the second statement is 1 mole of Cr2O72 minus ion can oxidize 6 mole of Fe2 plus ion in acidic medium. Then 1 mole of Cu2S ion can oxidize 1.6 moles of MnO4 minus in acidic medium. And finally 1 mole of Cu2S ion can oxidize 1.33 moles by 1.33 moles of Cr2O7 in acidic medium. So in this actually you need to remember the equations that how these are reacting. So first of all, what was the reaction that MnO4 minus can oxidize Fe2 plus. So what is this reaction of MnO4 minus with Fe2 plus? Actually Fe2 plus reacts with MnO4 minus, and here what happens, in this reaction this Mn gets converted into Mn2 plus, right, and the Fe gets converted into Fe3 plus. So what is the change in electrons here? If you will see here, the change in electron is of in this state the Mn is in +7 state. So from +7 to +2, so change is of 5 electrons. So definitely you can say that 1 mole of MnO4 minus can oxidize 5 mole of Fe2 plus. Yes, because the change in here is of 5 electrons. So finally you can say 5 Fe2 plus will be required. 5 moles of Fe2 plus ion can be oxidized, right? Because the change in Mn is of 5 electrons. So yes, the first statement is very well true. The second statement, 1 mole of Cr2O72 minus. 1 mole of Cr2O72 minus can oxidize 6 moles of Fe2 plus. So let's see what is Cr2O72 minus. So we say Cr2O72 minus, right? When it is reacted with Fe2 plus, what happens, this Cr2O7, it gets converted into Cr3 plus oxidation state, and the Fe2 plus gets converted into Fe3 plus oxidation state. So I am just writing the change in oxidation state of iron to Fe2 plus to Fe3 plus, similarly Cr from some state to Cr3 plus. So we will discuss first of all what is the state of Cr here. So here you will see that the Cr is in, what is the state of Cr? So if you will find out, -14 plus 2x is equals to -2. So from here 2x is equals to 14 minus 2, that is 12. So x will come out to be in 6. So here Cr is in +6 oxidation state. So from +6 to, you can see very well that Cr is in +6 oxidation state, right? So you can see I have just calculated that Cr is in which oxidation state? +6. So from +6 to +3 it is going. So there is a change of 3 electron for 1 Cr, 1 chromium. So for 2 chromium it is the change of 6 electrons. So finally you can say that 1 mole of Cr2O72 minus ion can oxidize 6 moles of Fe2 plus. So this is also the true statement in acidic medium. Then let's say 1 mole of Cu2S. So what is the reaction of Cu2S actually? So when Cu2S is made to react with MnO4 minus, what happens actually? It changes to Mn2 plus Cu2 plus. This is the change in oxidation state which I am dealing with. I am not taking the exact balanced equation and the ionic equation, just the change in oxidation state, because that is only asked in the question. So from MnO4 minus, you can say again very easily that here the Mn will be in +7. So from +7 to +5. So this is the 5 electron change. 5 electron change. And for Cu2S, if you will see, then for Cu2S, what is the change? From Cu2S, if you will see, from Cu2S to Cu2 plus, what is the change here? The change here will be of how many? Sulfide is in -2. So -2. So 1 electron change for 1. So for there are 2 copper. So 1 into 2. For 1 copper there is 1 electron change. So for 2 copper there will be 2. 1 into 2. So finally you can see here that what is if you will balance, then you will say 5 Cu2S and 2 MnO4 minus. So you can say that 5 moles of Cu2S, 5 moles of Cu2S can oxidized, right? 5 moles of Cu2S can oxidize to 1.6 moles of MnO4 minus in acidic medium. So you can see 5 moles of Cu2S can be oxidized by 2 moles of MnO4 minus, right? So when we talk about, say, 1 mole of Cu2s can be oxidized by 2 by 5 moles of MnO4 minus equals to, right, 0.4 moles, but in the question it was given 1.6 moles, which is completely wrong. This is the false statement. 1 mole of Cu2s ion will require 2 by 5, that is 0.4 moles of MnO4 minus, right? So this is the important part which you should know. Now let's, so third equation is false. Now let's come on to the last one, that is 1 mole of Cu2s ion can oxidized by 1.33 moles of Cr2O72 minus. So if you see the reaction of Cr2O72 minus with Cu2s, this is again a very important reaction, that Cr2O72 minus with Cu2s, again the change is again to Cr3 plus and again to Cu2 plus. So again the change is the same, Cr2O72 minus to Cu2s gives Cr3 plus plus Cu2 plus. So if you write the balanced equation here in the acidic medium, then you will find out that here 1 mole of Cu2s ion can oxidize by 1.33 moles of Cr2O72 minus. No, it's completely wrong, because here what we are getting actually 5 and 3, again you can see very well 5 and 3. So this is how you are getting. Just now we have seen in the previous case the same type of thing. Just here you have MnO4 minus, but now you have Cr2O7 minus. So the change was the Cr2O7 here, the +6 oxidation state was there. So from +6 to +3, the change was of 3. So for 2 there, the change was of 3 electron into 2. So finally you will have 6 here, right? 6 here, 6 Cu2s, and definitely how many how many from Cu2s to Cu2 plus, we have seen 1 electron into 2, so this will be 2 Cr2O72 minus. So finally you can say that 6 moles of Cu2s is oxidized. So you can say very well that 6 moles of Cu2s can be oxidized by 2 moles of Cr2O72 minus, right? So from here what you will say that 1 mole of Cu2s will be oxidized by 2 by 6 or 1 by 3, right? So definitely 1 by 3 moles, which is not given in the question, can be oxidized by 1.33 moles. No, it's not correct, because the reaction takes place in this way, right? So finally you can say that only the first two statements which are given is correct, and the other two is false. So which are the correct statement? Option 1 and option, we will write here, option 1 and 2 are correct, right? I hope you have understood. Thank you very much.
For class 6 to 12, IIT JEE and NEET level. Trusted by more than 5 crore students. Download Doubtnut App today.